It's the Nuka-Cola Lounge, presented by the Triple S League.
You should just use my strategy then.
Just kill
Shoot them all and let Todd Howard sort them out.
Oh, okay, yes, that's a brilliant idea.
So this thing clawed his way out of the guy's chest, reaching for the sunlight and gasping for air. And then, it ordered a steamer. But in the end, it turned out to just be bad gas.
Interesting. So,
Oh, we're starting. Oh, sorry, you're going to say something?
Yeah. So, Jessica Jones is out. And, oh my goodness.
What?
It's amazing. It's really, really amazing.
That's not a nice way to talk about her. Jessica Jones is a human being with personality. It's not polite to refer to her as an it.
The show.
Oh, the show. Jessica
Jones.
Jones.
Yeah, the show Jessica Jones.
Starring Kristen Ritter.
Is out. And is it ever amazing? I gotta say, this is very interesting. We're at a very interesting time. Jessica Jones came out. And just a few weeks ago, Supergirl came out. It'll be very interesting to see which female lead superhero show becomes more popular with the going audience.
Mm-hmm.
The Supergirl show, it's basically Sex and the City meets Smallville. And Jessica Jones is, well, it's like Daredevil meets Doctor Who. David Tennant is in the show, which is really, really hilarious.
Huh.
But it's got lots of heavy drama, and you don't know who's going to live, who's going to die, and no spoilers.
We don't like spoilers here. Get your stinking spoilers out of here.
I'm really impressed with it. I encourage everybody to go check it out.
Mm-hmm. I've been watching Garfunkel and Oates.
Garfunkel and Oates is, it's kind of funny. It's one of the shows I wish I could watch, but I really just do not have the time because I am so backlogged. I've got 150 some odd episodes of anime to catch up on.
I thought Garfunkel and Oates was anime. Oh man.
You'd think with her big doe eyes, she could really pull it off.
Maybe I should introduce the show now. Hey everybody, welcome to the Nuka-Cola Lounge podcast. I'm Ash, and I'm here with Saib.
And Maeve is around here somewhere.
He's LOLing.
Yeah,
he's got a condition, so he just can't stop.
The match is going long, and he's got to carry his team. So,
man, I am so out of touch. You told me he was LOLing. I thought he was somewhere laughing hysterically and unable to stop. You said, he can't come right now because he's LOLing.
Oh my goodness, you need to get a life.
I need to get a life? You've got it backwards. I need less of a life.
Apparently. So
it has been roughly 10 days, give or take, since the collective gamergasm that was the release of Fallout 4, and the mod community has exploded.
Yeah.
Literally. They've vaporized into space dust, and one of those big glowy rings, like when the Death Star blows up at the end of the special editions, went expanding out into the nothingness. It's gone crazy.
Mods everywhere for pretty much everything.
There's some very industrious and creative individuals already creating some pretty interesting mods. It's like there were people just crouching, waiting, like, yes, give me Fallout 4. Give me Fallout 4 so I can change things in it.
It's crazy. The very first mod that has come out for Fallout 4 was an icon replacer that replaced the Fallout 4 icon with a picture of Todd Howard's face.
That was the first one?
That was the first mod that was uploaded to the Nexus. The first actual game tweak, and it's one of the most popular mods so far. It was a preset that changed up how the game looked and made things look a little bit better. Shortly after that came out an EMB kind of realism tweak for visuals. The first voice was The Witcher voice resource. Pretty sure that's going to get taken down pretty quick. Yeah, you can't import properties from other games without running into issues with sites that host that. So if a company catches wind of that and they request it to be taken down, the mods will take that down. There were some low graphic tweaks and mods that came out, which made the game a lot better for a lot of people apparently. There was, of course, one of the major first mods that we saw as far as changing clothing or items in the game was a underwear mod that changed the underwear that your character was wearing to, a Red Sox or a Vault 111 or Fallout style. It was really cool. I was kind of impressed that they got that out so quickly. And then, of course, The next graphical update mod to that was, of course, the very first nude mod.
Nude mod.
That did not take them very long.
And wait, they put this just up on the internet for anyone to download?
Yeah.
I thought the internet was a classier place than that. Why are they putting this?
Ever since that, we've had a literal avalanche of mods. There are now...
Like literally? Like they cavalcaded down a mountain and covered a small town?
Yeah, pretty much. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 19...
Currently on Nexus Mods, there is over 1,300 downloadable Fallout 4 mods.
How'd you find that? I was calculating that in my head.
I looked at the number underneath the Fallout 4 icon here.
Oh.
Right on the front page.
Wow.
And over 3 million downloads.
Already.
That's 300,000 per day since the game came out.
Yeah.
So, crazy. Crazy.
So yeah, those are just some of the first ones that have come out. Now, just yesterday, they came out with the Nexus Mod Manager. So your mod manager can now put in your mods and do all the fancy stuff so that you don't have to. Now let's talk about the game itself. I have 2 gripes about the game so far. The first one being, I found a really amazing weapon. Actually, I found several.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah, I found a weapon that will occasionally knock a target flying a considerable distance. Occasionally, not often, but occasionally they stay in one piece. Now that's the big problem. When they explode into little bits, I can usually find a little bit of them to loot off of. But when they don't explode, unfortunately what happens is their body ends up flying out. And I was out on the coastline and this mole rat came running up to me and it was a legendary mole rat. And I was like, cool, new item, let's see what I get. And I went to go target him and I hit him. And I guess I hit his main torso without hitting any of his appendages. He did not explode. Instead, flew off into the distance, probably about 400 yards off the shoreline and into deep, 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 deep water. And I was like, well, never getting that item. Don't know what it was. I'm sure it was really cool, but definitely not getting that back. My second gripe is about the factions in the game and how every leader of every faction is a complete asshole.
You should just use my strategy then.
Just
shoot them all and let Todd Howard sort them out.
Oh, okay, yes, that's a brilliant idea. Aside from the fact that I checked I was doing like this Paragon build. I wasn't going to murder anybody who wasn't outright evil, and I was going to become, the saint of the wasteland, the savior of the wasteland. 80 hours in, I check my list of things, and I'm going down. This many Raider kills, this many robot kills. And, oh, by the way, you've also murdered 16 people. What? When did I murder 16 people? When did this happen? Why wasn't there like this big notification that came up saying you have lost karma, or, hey, you just committed a murder. People are not going to like that.
That's bizarre.
I don't remember.
I wonder how liberal have you been with your explosives?
I don't know. I don't use grenades or mines in areas where there's both friendlies and enemies fighting at the same time. The only thing I could figure was maybe my companions killed some people and they got put on my chart. But my companions have been Piper, Paladin Dance, Curie, who we have a video coming out for, and Codsworth. There was no meticulously evil character. If any of them murdered somebody in cold blood, I'd be really shocked.
I bet it was Codsworth.
Mm-hmm.
After 200 years of trimming hedges, he's just probably snapped.
Did you see the E3 content with him? He does this line rip at E3 that somebody caught on camera about how definitely no robots are planning to take over the world. Absolutely not. If you've heard of any robots planning to take over the world, just ignore them. They're crazy. Trust us. We love you. Stupid humans.
Stupid humans.
It was really, really funny. They had a guy in the booth actually doing lines because he would talk to people as they were walking past. This one lady was walking past. He's like, "Hey, you in the blue purse there."
The woman was inside her blue purse. That's impressive. She was cosplaying as a blue purse.
No, not as a blue.
You said you in the blue purse. That's what you said. He said.
Okay, well.
So when's Portal 3 coming out?
What?
Portal 3.
Why?
Because I want Portal 3. Portal 2 was like 2011. We're overdue.
Portal 3 is not coming out for quite a while.
Okay, I can't handle this.
The next game to come out is Half-Life 3, and I believe the character from Portal will be in it. That's a very, very popular ongoing rumor right now. And apparently she's finally going to speak, potentially. Because she's not incapable of speaking. She just refuses to speak to the robots because of her indignation to what they did to her. So she's giving them the silent treatment. I remember a dev at the GDC was talking about that. She doesn't speak because she doesn't want to. It's not that she's incapable of speaking. Silent major protagonists are very difficult to work with in the ever-expanding world of games. You know, if you ever want to do a movie, if you ever want to have a book, if you ever want to have a comic series.
I hope they don't make a Portal movie.
I think a Portal movie of the first one would actually be pretty funny. The second one would definitely be hilarious.
Portal is a puzzle game. I mean, yeah, the story is fascinating.
And that's what it would focus on. When you're doing games to movies, you don't ever want to make the movie feel like you're playing the game. You don't want to do what Doom did with its game to movie adaptation. It was terrible visuals. It was a really bad idea. And that's why, you know, in the latest game to movie concepts, they focus on the narrative, they focus on the world, they expand the narrative, they expand the world, and that's what the fans want. I mean, you look at Forward Unto Dawn, when they made that one for the Halo universe, that was a brilliant adaptation, even though it had very little to do with the actual gameplay that you were used to playing. And people were originally like, that's not going to work. And then, oh, lo and behold, it's one of the most successful of its kind so far, if not the most successful so far, aside from maybe the Lara Croft series.
Define success.
Well, they didn't go bankrupt, so they're learning. You know, you don't treat your audience like a bunch of idiots. You don't go against the direction of the story, or you don't create things or scenarios or science that voids the previous established gameplay mechanics. That's something else that you don't do.
Have you seen the new Hitman movie? Not the really terrible one that came out a few years ago, but the new one. Is that even out yet?
Is it out yet? I don't think it is out yet.
You know what I'm looking forward to, though? Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
That'll be interesting.
I've been fascinated by the lore and the mystery of that world, so I'm hoping it, in a canon manner, clears up all the mysteries of the story that were not tied up in the games, because he left so many questions.
Agent 47 did come out in August 21st.
Considering I've not heard anything about it, I'm guessing it didn't do well.
It's about 2.5 out of 5, so it's not terrible. I don't think it did amazingly well.
That would be a difficult one to adapt into a satisfying movie, because the character is the ultimate anti-hero. I couldn't finish the...
As far as anti-heroes go, I think Deadpool is going to blow the lid off of that concept.
Yeah.
Deadpool is going to be very successful, which is really weird that I'm saying this about a movie with my main man, Ryan Reynolds.
A Ryan Reynolds superhero movie that's going to do well. Yeah, that is kind of a bizarre concept.
Yep. So yeah, modding is going to be huge. We are going to be doing a modding show where we review mods.
We want to hear from you. We want to hear your ideas and opinions about Fallout 4. No spoilers, please. Also, if you want to recommend mods for us to review, go ahead and do that as well. You can always leave comments down below or talk to us on Twitter. Our handle is @SSLeague. Thanks so much for listening. By the way, to all of those who have been posting the emphatic thank yous below our Fallout 4 guide videos, you're welcome. So glad that those are helping. On behalf of Saib, my name is Ash, and we'll talk to you on the next Nuka-Cola Lounge.
And come back for our first mod review, which will be coming within a week.